Kenya has ever spent its money to go print my names in Dubai. Several pieces of them and bring them back for people to choose.
What do you mean?
Ballot papers. Yes. The government of Kenya spent its money.
Oh yeah, to go and print it.
My name in Dubai, bring it back, ship it, and bring it here.
And to make it more interesting, at 27 years.
And then guard it with policemen. And still the government of Kenya had to ensure that during that time my safety is guaranteed. So to me, it was really, really a great achievement.
Yeah.
Going to talk to the people, trying to explain to the people what I wanted to do. You know, having grown up, I really wanted to change some things in the society. I felt that whoever was there was not doing the right thing. But anyway, as we say, it happened.
Hi guys, what's up everybody? Welcome to M&W Show. My name is Whitney. In case it is your very first time coming across this channel, kindly consider subscribing to be part of this wonderful community because we have a lot in store for you guys. And for our returning subscribers, I say thank you for your feedbacks in the comment section. Usually keeps us going. So today guys, I am so excited to host this gentleman here seated right here next to me. He is a wonderful person who has been in a political journey, and today is here to share with us where he began the journey and take us through his life journey and up to where he is now, and again his intention with politics, whether he's going to quit or take it to another level as we proceed, as we will be heading to 2027. Stay tuned, buckle it up as we get to know who our guest is today. Hey, how are you?
Very fine.
Yes. Thank you for honoring our invite.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
You're giving me an invitation.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So tell us, who are you?
My name is Roy Ochieng Opuba. I'm son of a carpenter and a tailor. My dad was a carpenter, my mom was a tailor. I think one of the best professions in the world because Jesus' father was equally a carpenter.
Yeah. That's great. So Roy, where are you from?
I was born in Nairobi, actually. I was born in Kibra. Sometime in the 90s. I was in Kibra, around Lindi. I was born in this hospital that today Sakaja is managing, the Pumwani Hospital. But I started my education from the village. I started my education at Pala Primary School.
Pala Primary is
in Homa Bay, County.
Yeah.
So it's funny enough that I only went to, by then they were never called kindergartens, they were called nursery schools.
Yeah.
I was in the nursery school for only one term.
But it should be 3 years.
I only went for one term.
You went for one term?
Only one term.
Tell us why.
My intellectual capacity was bigger than my classmates. So
nice.
So I was only there for one term. The year 2000, from September to December. I think the term normally started from September. So I was only there from September to October, November. But I was majorly also homeschooled. My father had employed somebody who was homeschooling me. So I did my primary school from class 1 to class 4 at Pala. And I joined some primary school called Kemba Academy.
Oh, you schooled in Kemba?
Yes. Later on I proceeded to Homa Bay School. Did my elementary education.
Homa Bay School is Homa Bay Boys?
What is Homa Bay Boys? Homa Bay Boys is a group of vigilantes. Homa Bay School is an academic excellence place whereby Homa Bay School. If your school does not have alumni who can be dated back to the 70s and 60s, then it doesn't qualify to be a school. But Homa Bay is a school. Homa Bay School was incepted in 1961. Yeah. Way even before Kenya got independence. The story for another day. Yeah. So I finished my high school. Was admitted to pursue economics at Karatina University. Pursued my economics. Came back to Nairobi now. Did my hustlings. started doing logistics and all that.
Mm.
2018, I registered for my second degree,
Mm-hmm.
law. I'm actually completing it this year.
Wow.
Yes, so that is my educational background.
So I known you as when you were vying for a seat in Ndewa, right? So talk to us about where did your leadership journey start?
I have loved politics for a very long time. I remember for the first time, I told you I was born in Nairobi, then we went to live in the village.
Yeah.
From 99. I have very faint memory because at that age you cannot have a lot of, but I have very faint memory. There was somebody called Nyamunga who died in 99. And the only thing I remember, my mother came back and told me we were from the funeral, but Raila attended. I didn't even know Raila was. That was 1999. I didn't even know Raila was.
I think I know this Nyamunga person there in Pala.
Yes. So he told me we went for a funeral, but ata Raila alikuwa. So I didn't know what Raila was.
Yeah.
Then 202 again. I remember them talking about Kibaki. Living in the village, you don't have a television, all you have is a radio.
Yeah.
And this radio, the battery capacity is limited, so you cannot listen to it only. So it's only our mother who was the custody of the radio. But I remember Kibaki thing, and we were being told that Kibaki will bring us free education.
Yeah.
So when it came to 205, the first chopper that I ever saw with my eyes was Raila's chopper. I was the only standard 5 student who left school and went for an ODM rally in Ndiwa. Only one person. When I came back, the director was asking me, why did you go for the campaign, for the rally?
Yeah.
But I really had an explanation, but I think I just love politics. Many years later, 2007, I remember when Raila had lost the election again. Sometimes you realize that something is building up in you, but you can never know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
I remember in 2010 when Kenya's constitution was being promulgated, I had to borrow somebody 20 shillings because we didn't have a television though, to go and watch the Kenya's promulgation of the constitution in TV, in a video show. This was the church.
Studio.
Yes.
Was it called?
They're not even studios. Those are makeshift debes in the village.
They're called studios. We used to call them studios. Yes.
And even in campus, I was so much involved in campus politics. 2017, I was a PA of an MCA. So I have been in politics. Then 2022, I told myself, let me try politics. And I was so much involved 2017, 2022 Nairobi politics. But I decided to go by in the village. One, village politics has a bigger longevity than town politics.
Ah, okay.
Yes. In this perspective. If you look at, I want to give you statistics of normal MPs, because there are no governors in 207.
Yeah.
Tell me any person who was in politics in Nairobi as MP, who is an MP today. There's absolutely nobody. It's because of, if today let me give an example of Langata. So Langata, some of your voters are in Gumoini or in what's called Nairobi West. Somebody is only living there because at that moment he can afford to live there. The day he feels he dies or he wants to change the place, he's married, you lose the voter.
Yeah.
These are investments. When you look for votes, they are intrinsic investments. So in the village, if you go and pay school fee for a son in a clan, those people will forever be your people. They'll never change.
Yeah.
There's nowhere. They're not going to leave their homes. So village politics is sustainable. Town politics is a bit not sustainable. That's why you realize, if you look at Nairobi's governors, Kidaro's governor, one term. Right now, his supporters, some of them, wameenda ushago.
Yeah.
So Nairobi, once you lose, you're done.
Mm.
So that's why I went for the village politics. So I vied for member of the county assembly, Homa Bay County, Kanyamwa Kosewe ward is in Diwa constituency.
Yeah.
I went through the United Green Movement Party, which is a party that its ideology is majorly is on clean politics, clean environment, and conservation politics majorly. Yes, but looking at it also, you know, we were going against the main party that is dominant in Nyanza, the Social Democrats. As I tell you, human beings and politics runs in the emotions of human beings, and it works on what they want at the moment. We were trying to sell the policy of non-violence, environmental conservation. We will plant trees, we will ensure that the rivers are clean. But our opponents are social democrats, and they were appealing more to the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Open more schools.
No, the social democrats don't talk about more schools. They just talk about democracy, equal governance, fighting with the government. That is the ODM. And so we went through the elections. It's a common adage by politicians to say that sikushindwa nilinyang'anywa. So I believe sikushindwa nilinyang'anywa. But at least I had 1,078 votes.
Wow, congratulations.
I was the third in the race.
And I was among those 1,000 people.
Thank you. So but it was a lesson, you know, for me by that time when I was vying. I went to the election 27 years, 30 days. I started vying when I was 25. So I went to the election 27 years. Wow. I think in the whole constituency, it's the first time a 27-year-old
trying to
get into the ballot. You know, there are people, there's a term that I don't know how I can call it in English. In politics in Luo land, there's something called Yomurubul Gidogobul. So it was the first time a 27-year-old Nogobul. Yeah,
Nogobul.
Modonka Murubul.
Nice. Okay, a 27-year-old was seen in the ballot. Something that has never broken the record.
Yes, you know, not sorry to say. I'm even proud of myself that having been a son of a carpenter and a tailor, the government of Kenya has ever spent its money to go print my names in Dubai, several pieces of them, and bring them back for people to choose.
What do you mean?
Ballot papers. Yes. The government of Kenya spent its money.
Oh yeah, to go and print it.
My name in Dubai, bring it back, ship it, and bring it here.
And to make it more interesting, at 27 years.
And then guard it with policemen. Until the government of Kenya had to ensure that during that time my safety is guaranteed. So to me, it was really a great achievement.
Yeah.
Going to talk to the people, trying to explain to the people what I wanted to do. You know, having grown up, I really wanted to change some things in the society. I felt that whoever was there was not doing the right thing. But anyway, as we say, it happened as it was.
Okay.
We live to fight another day.
Yeah, true. So that is your political journey, and now as to how it was by the last election. So tell us, what are your intentions going forward with the politics?
I look at the truth is being that right now I am going to be an advocate of the High Court. With my experience, I think that I can serve the county better at the position of the Speaker of the County Assembly. Because you see, sometimes we blame the governor, but most of these policies that control the county are made at the assembly. If the Speaker, because the Speaker is the leader of the legislature side of the county, if the Speaker is not somebody who is not articulate enough and is not able to doesn't have an history of policy making, then we are always going to have, we will be always blaming the governor. But the people who are really the policy makers, people who are supposed to allocate budgets, people who are supposed to look into the activities of the CECs, look at how the finances are spent, people who can even summon the CECs, it's the MCS. But the MCS will not have a guideline if the speaker himself, the office, is not well entrenched. So I think I will have been by then at the ripe age of 30-something years. I can serve my county better as a speaker.
So no, you want to be looking forward to being maybe an MP or
No, I don't want to be an MP for now. I would want either to be a speaker, and think that also right now I have registered myself for certified public secretaries. If the governor thinks, because there's an appointed seat, if the governor thinks that because of course I'll submit my documents, if the governor thinks and feels, which I hope she will think and feel, that I am qualified enough, I can be the county secretary.
Okay. So your story is quite interesting because finding you at 27-year-old in the ballot paper, something that all of us, any other youth, would be like, how did you make it there? So talk to us. How is leadership, like youth leaders experience? What do you experience as a youth leader in when it comes to politics?
You see, leadership as it is, being young is not a qualification for leadership. And also being old is not a qualification for leadership, because even if somebody is an idiot and is young, will one day grow old. He doesn't qualify into the words. So leadership is inborn. Wisdom is inborn. Just like you see, knowledge can be acquired, but wisdom is literally inborn. That's why Jesus was wise at 12 years. He was able to control a whole event and able to realize that why. There's a joke my younger brother normally tells me that Jesus asked his mother, so he's able to prepare the wine. So that is wisdom. So wisdom is inborn. Let us not, I will not castigate the older people in politics. They're telling that the time is up. No. Ideas, there's no old idea. Yes. So it's about your ability. I did not vie because I was young. Because equally, if I started vying at 26, the day I get to 60 years, I will actually quit politics. Whether I will be a governor or what, the day I clock my 60 years, I will resign from whatever post. So I had envisioned a space whereby I'm going to be in politics for about 34 years. Does it mean when I'll be 57 years, my ideas will be old? No. It will be about my ability to articulate issues, to formulate policies, and to tackle issues, whether it's corruption, poverty.
Okay. So historically, looking at Kenyan politics back then and now, what would you say? What steps are we making in politics?
Kenya as a democracy has grown exponentially. But I think there are new generations. There are things we have something called the Gen Zs, the Alphas. It's funny enough that the messaging is changing. In 1952, Jomo Kenyatta or Chingoneko, they were telling the people, what we want is to chase the white man away. That was the message. So if you said that, you will be elected to the LegCo. Now, moving fast forward into the 70s and 80s, it was about tumepata uhuru. Hawa wanataka kutuharibia. Now we remember with the Cold Wars. We had the USSR and the America. Now when we came back to 2002, it was about, we are tired of Nyayo, we need a new regime. 2013, we had a new messaging that the digital and the old. 2022, we had the hustlers and the dynasties. I think with the new generation that we are coming in, because somebody born in 2010, no, somebody born in 2009 will be a voter in 2027. This is somebody who doesn't know about the struggles of Jaramogi Odinga.
Yeah.
And let me say Jaramogi Odinga is too old. This is somebody doesn't even know 2007 post-election violence. So the messaging is changing. The new current generation is more about how much can you appeal to their feelings. What is the current main challenge for the people? Is just joblessness. And there are things that, if you look at, in the olden days, people looked at it as substance, like, can you fight for us? How strong are you? But if you look at even the rates right now, young people are becoming celebrities.
Yeah.
They become celebrities on things that I would call in the 80s not really concrete and substantial enough. Because today somebody will go make noise on TikTok, the next day is a celebrity.
Yeah, they're celebrities.
But in the olden days you had to invest. So
yeah,
I think going forward we're going to look at the messaging. We will try to also to understand the youth. Because you cannot represent people if you don't understand what they want.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Representation, they say taxation without representation is not allowed. So the politics that is going to come from post 2027, it's about you understanding what the people want.
Yeah.
And that's why I think even majorly the President William was really able to captivate the feelings of the young people. He was able to tell them, if you look at the messaging, he was telling them, oh, mahasla, mimi moja wenu, nimeuza kuku. He was trying to really try to appeal to them.
Make them relate.
Yes, while our camp, majorly we are talking about reforms, how we fought for independence. Right now, I don't think somebody born in 2006 really cares about the independence. Yeah. Those are history.
Yeah, it's history. Okay. So, right now, our leaders, we are finding more young leaders as compared to back then when you looked at politics roles for a particular age. So tell me, how is Kenyan government accepting youthful leaders into the government, or is there a way that they feel that it is not your time yet?
No, I will demystify that fact. Looking at it, the constitution in itself talks about equality, equity. The constitution has also given provisions for things like the youth fund. If you look at even the procurement laws, have given spaces for what do I call them? The NAFAs have given spaces for AGPO. As I tell you, being young is not a qualification for leadership. You cannot tell us that you want to be leadership, and the only thing you're told, what do you offer? You are young. If at all, even if you're young today, youthful age ends at 35. Right now, personally, even for me, I have very few years to be a youth legally. Yeah. So let us not peg leadership into youthfulness. Bring substance. The reason why Barack Obama was elected president of America at 44 years, I think 47 years, it was because of his substance, not because of his age. The reason why William has been elected president at 50 something, it was because of his substance, not because of his age. Bring substance, we listen to you. If you don't bring substance, however, you're 90 years, 10 years, no.
Okay. So we're used to this particular politics. We're used to dirty politics. Politics, you have to be, if you get into politics, you have to be this particular person, a rough person, So talk to us about truthful leadership and,
You're talking about the process of acquiring
the process of acquiring. And now when you get there, how do you be a truthful leader?
Okay. The process of acquiring leadership, it's a rough road. I'll not lie to you that it's not a church process where people sing and close their eyes to say hallelujah and hosanna. Yes. And why would you even complain? If you come to politics, the Bible talks about that if you go to wrongdoers, do as the Romans do. It's an old adage, not the Bible.
But you can change it a little bit. It doesn't have to always be this dirty game.
No, if you feel you cannot foot the violence, don't come.
But again, must it be a violent action?
What is the yardstick that you use to quantify violence?
Being abusive or just looking for a way to attack.
I think that is the politicians themselves are not complained about it. The ones who won, the ones who have lost have never complained about it. So I think that's just like in football. If a player is kicked and is injured, do you say that the game is run? It's not. That is the rules of the game, and there are measures that have been put well enough to stop. Because every market has to have a madman.
Yeah.
We are not going to say that the whole of politicians are either ruthless or uncouth. But there are measures. We have the election laws. We have the criminal procedure laws that are able to mitigate. Because let me give you an example. Remember in 2013. No, in 2015, there's a time that Wetangula, the current speaker, had to go back for a by-election. The reason was that he had initially bribed some voters. And you even remember, if there is unfair play, there are measures. I think there are measures. So let us not castigate the whole of the political field. There was even a time Muskari Kombo's election was nullified because it was accused. It was alleged that he had used sorcery or witchcraft powers to gain his seat. Yes. So I think there are measures, there are balances to control that.
Okay.
But once you're there, you are going to be guided by the written, the laws of the land. You just use the constitution and the written laws. We expect you to serve Kenyans as per the constitution. Yes.
Yeah. But what do you think normally happens when someone gets into leadership? Does it mean when you get into leadership the personality changes, or it comes with the power?
I won't really advocate for the elected or non-elected leaders, but I think the expectation of the people is also too much. Let me give you an example. Even if I was elected a member of the county assembly, how much is the salary of an MCA? It's about 144,000. You remove the allowances and you remove the statutories and everything. So maybe barely 100,000. How many funerals am I going to have in a ward per week?
A lot.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
Now if it's a lot, you lose voters. So let me say 5. Every funeral requires you 10,000 shillings, so that is 40 a week. So in a month, 160.
Yeah.
Remember that maybe you are unlucky enough, you're not elected, you don't have a car, or even if you had, you don't have a very good car. So I know it's a responsibility as an MC that you must have a good car. Yeah. Why would you have a bad car that will kill you, that will subject the people to elect a new MC? Yeah. So it's your responsibility. It is your duty.
Yeah, to have a good car. With your salary, that is 100,000.
Salary, because unless the people want you to steal, and an MC can only steal from a bursary. These years know their place. Yes. So if the funerals alone are going to cost around 200,000, and then you have the people who are sick, we have regular drunkards who want to marry to go and drink, we have regular people who want to go marry. So you realize that your expenditure in a month is going to balloon to almost 600,000. Your income is 100. You want to get re-elected. What other option would you have? Maybe to put your hand into the jars of the public office. So I don't think people really change. It's the expectation that is this one is too high.
Okay. That's great. So talk to us about how you feel when it comes to leadership and leadership in this angle, young women coming into leadership. Yeah.
Kenya and the world has had progressive growth in terms of women leadership. If you look at it now, the cabinet has, actually the constitution talks about at least 2/3 of any government institution should not be held by one gender.
Yeah.
So I think Kenya has been very progressive in having the gender issue being tackled. If you look at, there's a time even Maraga had written an advisory to the president to dissolve parliament, because the parliament as it is today has not been able to manage the 2/3. Our constitution 2010 has even also managed to put a provision that we have an uninterrupted 47 constituencies for the women. So when we go to any elections, the women start at number 47. We have 47 women who sit in parliament. Because we have 290 constituencies elected, we have 47. And even still in the list of nomination, you must again nominate at least 2/3. If you look at the civil society, there are so many organizations that are fighting for women's rights. So I think as it is today, women, unless, though we need to work on a few things like the stigmatization, but I think women are doing well. Like most so in our county, Homabay, our governor is a woman. We have 3 women MPs. Millie Mabona, a renowned lawyer, is a woman. Dr. Lillian Gogo is a woman, and Dr. Eve Barra. So you see, we have doctor women.
Women.
Our assembly clerk is a woman. We have several other women. So I think, not to put the gender card on the table, the women have also been, there's enough chance for them to survive.
That's nice. So talk to us about the leadership in Dewa. What would you say about it?
Administrative or political?
Political.
No, the current member of parliament is called Wood Chief.
Wood Chief, yeah.
And remember, I went to the last election with my party leader being Agustino Neto, but I'm no longer in that party. There's no
you left the party?
Yes, I left the party. I'm back to ODM. I'm not back to ODM. I've joined ODM. So I've never vied in ODM. It's my first time. I may vie in ODM. We are not sure still in the future, but currently our MP is Wood Chief. We respect him. We wish him well. We really want him to do a good job. If the MP fails, whether we support him, we all fail.
Yeah, we all fail.
So we really wish him well. And the member of the county assembly that have been elected, we also wish them well. Wishing somebody well does not mean that you support him. You are wishing him well for the good of the people.
Okay. That's nice. So you walked this journey of being a leader as a young person. So talk to us about challenges that you come across.
For you to be a leader, you must have money. That goes without saying. You must have, let me say, you must have resources. Resource can either be your brain, can either be your mouth, that is your oratory skill, or your money, or even your name. No, I say this, and I'm a bit biblical. God asks Moses, "What do you have in your hands?" And Moses says, "You cannot come empty-handed." That will be even giving the people a hard time. If you go to an election today with, let me say, a Sion of the Odingas, he starts at almost 40% ahead of you by him having the Odinga's name. So if he's asked, even if he doesn't have a shilling, he say, "I am coming with the name Odinga." So he starts from a point. If you go to an MCA campaign with somebody who has 10 million, it starts from that. So you must come with something, have a resource. You cannot completely come bare. Yes, at least have something.
Yeah.
So most of the times you're not lucky enough. Your father is not known. Actually, your father uses your name to survive in the market. He has to tell people, I am the father of who. You cannot tell people you are the
yeah, you are his son.
And then at sometimes you're not endowed with good oratory skill. Let me give you an example from Opuba'S. If people were to elect somebody based on what somebody can say in the podium, Opuba'S, but they will win any seat. Because whatever he can say on a microphone in Doluo, you'll be highly convinced. Yeah. So he comes with that. But see, the last election, Kidero was coming with the money. Maybe Gladys, our governor, was coming with connections that she had in the party. But he was coming maybe in his oratory and all. So you must at least come with something. Yeah. They don't come with 300. Okay. But at the best, if you can come with the oratory and come with the money, it's better for you.
Yeah. So this is the biggest challenges you young leaders face.
Is it? No, it's, as I told you, there's nothing like being young in politics or leadership. It's faced by everyone. Look at the presidential election that we had. What was William, our president, coming with? President William was coming with money, number one. He was coming with the oratory skills, and he was also coming with his community. At least he was coming with something. Yeah. What was also our party leader Raila coming with? He was coming with the money. He was coming with the community that was backing him up, and he was also coming with the system, what they call the system. So at least if you come with something, then you guys are going to compete at the next level, which now will be organizational capacity. Yes. What they say now is what institutes the thing Omaya, Koro Ngamanya Lomanya Wadege. But you must start from the basics, have something.
Yeah. Okay. So even as we bring it to an end, I am so happy to have you in this show. And maybe what do you have left? Is there anything that you have left that you want the people to know?
I think we, in life, I'll give a normal perspective about life. The world has about 8 billion people right now. And the world has enormous amount of liters of water, enormous amounts of volumes of sand, soil, and let me say souls. We are only here for a very short moment. You know, when we are told that life is short, we normally think it's just a normal saying. Yeah. The current life expectancy in Kenya is about 60. Is it really getting to 60? I doubt. Maybe above. I think 64. 64. So it means right now I have equally done almost half of my life. So it looks. I feel that I have not even done anything in my life. I feel I'm so young, but I've almost done half. That is to put all factors held constant that I'll get to 64. Sometimes you're unlucky enough and you die at 45, 50, and you're not special enough. You can die anywhere. Yeah. So for anybody who wants to start anything, start. At least they say you started. Most of the people who talk, the reason why some people will always tell you you're starting but you're not doing, they are yapping from the corners. Yeah. I remember when we started this race, we were about 18 of us. Only 4 of us arrived at the ballot. So I think for young people, start. That you feel is not okay, that is bad, build it from there. Some of the people that are criticizing you maybe even from borrowed data bundles. You know, people like criticizing online. Yeah. So you are selling your Sukuma Wiki, you do maybe 1,000 shillings in a day. Then somebody sitting in his phone from a borrowed data bundle is criticizing you from a data bundle that's almost even getting depleted. So you start.
Yeah.
Don't care about them.
Mm.
Walk your heads high. Don't care. I mean, even if you care,
Mm-hmm.
do you think if today you leave this world, who will care?
No.
And life will move on.
Yeah.
So live as if nobody's watching you.
Mm.
Do your thing.
Mm.
If it works, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work still, okay.
Okay.
And the Lord is saying,
Mm-hmm.
Onge misumba ngatu. Don't be misumba ngatu. Yes, misumba is yati ngatu.
Yeah.
Don't be somebody's misumba.
Mm-hmm.
Kikine mudi lie out. You understand that? That because it's dark outside, you don't lie. You want to urinate in the house.
Yeah.
Just go out and urinate outside. If the hyenas eat you, it's okay. But at least you know you went to do some mission.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Roy, for gracing our show once again. It has been an honor having you in this particular episode. Guys, that was a sit down with Roy. We've heard from him, and I am bringing the show to an end. What I will tell you guys from this episode, let me know what you've taken in the comment section, your take home in the comment section, and it will really keep us going because we will be knowing what type of episodes to bring to you guys. It was today has been graced with leaders from Dewa constituency. Yeah, Mr. Roy is from Dewa, and I am also from Dewa. That's why I'm so excited to have him around. And my guest earlier on was also from Dewa. That shows you that Dewa, young people in Dewa and leadership are going head on with the leadership. So Roy, thank you, and I'm looking forward to having you in more and more times to come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We also wish you well with your podcast.
Thank you. So guys, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.